All right, Kevin, stay in the box here. From Matthew Kindle, who do you guys think the backup running back will be?
Well, I think a lot of that's going to depend on how healthy Master Teague is. You would think that Master Teague would kind of have a little bit of an end there just based on being a running back, whereas Demario McCall, one of the big knocks on him was just his size and his durability, and would he really be able to be in that role? But if Master is missing a significant amount of practice time, I really think that Marcus Crowley, who is a very underrated type of player, who was a player of the year in the state of Florida, I mean, he's already lost his black stripe. He's already really turning some heads in practice. I think Marcus Crowley could come in and jump into that role if Master Teague is not able to get in there and wrestle away some of those snaps at this point. And even at that point, I think Crowley is talented enough to make it a question, even if Teague wasn't hurt. And I think Teague has got a lot of upside there. But right now, I'm going to say Crowley.
Anybody else in that mix, you think, Steve?
I think Teague is working his way back in there and is going to make a tough decision on the coaches to figure out. And again, it's still over 2 weeks to the first game. So I think J.K. Dobbins is going to take a few more carries than he had. He was in the teens, I think, on average last year. I think he's going to get an additional 5. I think the quarterback's going to get an additional 5. And so there may or may not be a lot of work for the backup running back, but you certainly have to have one, as we saw last year at times. But I would think Teague, I would think it was his job to lose. I think Crowley is a guy who could mix this up, and Chambers got his black stripe off today, so he has become a fully vested member of the team as well. So you've got options. I think Tony Alford will get that group together and have 2 or 3 guys ready to go. And really, it should be a lot of fun. To me, that is one of the neat things about college football is when they turn a new running back or 2 loose on the world, and you just see what these guys can do. Are they inside runners? Can they get to the outside? Can they make big plays? Can they make people miss? All these other things. Every running back has a different style, it seems like. I mean, you can pigeonhole people however you want, but every guy's got his own characteristics, his own blend of strength and size. And to me, that's one of the neat things when you get into a season and you see these guys for the first time and you say, oh, now I know why Ohio State recruited this kid. It's very rare that a running back will disappoint when he's given the chance behind the offensive line at Ohio State. So I'm eager to see what each of these guys can give. And my guess is Florida Atlantic will be a game where 2 or 3 of them will get opportunities, probably Miami, Ohio as well. And then the coaches will make some tough decisions and whittle that thing down to 2 guys. Probably they'll all travel, all 4 of those guys, just in case. But potential one of them may redshirt if they only play 3 or 4 games, which because of that new rule is such a great thing. But to me, I think it's a better position group than what the coaches are portraying. Again, kind of like the quarterbacks. And I think that they're just trying to get it out of those guys on a day in, day out, consistent basis.
Anything on the running backs, Tony?
I think you also have to consider the fact that Demario McCall, while being a veteran, hasn't been healthy in a long time. Maybe there's a question of can he even stay healthy? And Master Teague has run into some injuries as well. I wonder if does it really even matter whoever wins the job, the backup job this month, will that be the same guy in November? And if you're asking me like who is the most likely or who maybe would I put my money on to be that guy in November, I might go with Marcus Crowley over everybody else simply because we haven't seen him get injured yet. We haven't seen him have those issues. And we've seen those other guys where it kind of wears on them. But Master Teague, I believe he was back practicing this week after missing some time. I know the coaches were frustrated with that. Demario McCall obviously out all spring. But Master Teague has 2 weeks, basically to get this done. And Ryan Davis has been one of his points of frustration that nobody has stepped up. Maybe with Teague getting back in there, he can do that. I don't think Day cares who it is as long as somebody does it. And it's not just who is the best running back, because all they keep talking about is a guy who can pick up blitzes and who can hold on to the football. It's almost like you don't even have to be able to get, don't worry about hitting home runs. Just turn a 4-yarder into a 6-yarder, hold on to the ball, and then pick up the pass rush on third downs. And if you can do that and stay healthy, then it's your job.
Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, bringing you college football content each and every day. We got these gentlemen on the line each and every Wednesday night talking Ohio State football.